Welcome back, welcome back. Tonight, fair use. This is a teaching video, and by the guidelines of fair use, I'm only using this video to educate. So, I don't think, like copyright claim stuff shouldn't matter on this one. Plus, the video is very old, so I don't know how, in God's name, this person would have a problem with me using their song, seeing they're probably not even alive. And don't even, well, we all know you don't own the royalty rights. But anyway, I would like to introduce you gentlemen back to the reality of life. Now, when this music came out, it was because life wasn't prosperous for everyone. And there was nothing anyone could do about it. You had to live. You had to live through it. Some would rise, very few. The majority of us alone are stuck. Even I can admit that. Without others, I'm stuck. I'm on the bottom with the rest of yous. I can inspire, I can make plans until I succeed like all the other people. And you're stuck in the larger group. And seeing that it's like a recession. Women have changed so much that, men don't even barely get to, majority of men we ain't getting no action. And the ones even that could, I realized a long time ago I could, but I don't want what these other guys want. I'm not the most attractive. Being the most attractive won't keep them. Having the most money won't keep them. Only thing that makes a woman stay with a man that I realize, she's a good woman. How do you find her? Oh, that's what the Bible's for. Let's jump into this song. Because we're going back, whether people like it or not. Nothing's new under the sun.
It's a pity. Low down and dirty shame. Lord, it's a pity. Low down and dirty shame. Tell me, how can a poor man make it? I said, when money is the name of the game. I used to have the best credit every place in town.
I remember those days.
I signed my name, no money down. Things done got tough, y'all, and on Buster needs some. Now my name won't even buy me out. So bad, baby,
What you know about this shit? I just found it today. But I like listening to jazz every now and again. Even though I'm not from that time, I realized that we lived that time. Not everybody. Some of you get to live the future. But a whole lot of people are stuck in the past, whether they like it or not. Like right now, I'm in the future compared to a third world country. But compared to being here, I'm back then.
sitting here thinking of a good time I know has passed. They ain't only riders in me, but they got me looking for gas. It's a pity, low down and dirty shame. Oh Lord, baby, tell me how can a poor man make it? I say when money is the name of the game. I need some, baby. I know. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Talking about
Crumbs? Whew.
don't forget about the brain.
It's hard out here.
Tell me how can a poor man make it? Hey, I said when money, yeah, is the name of the game.
You want the answer? How does a poor man make it when money is the name of the game? Now, I literally found that video a couple of minutes before I turned this recorder on, because instantly it made me feel something. What it made me feel is what I said. We're going back. We're already back. It's like the 30s out here again. You don't believe me? Or maybe the 50s or whatever, 40s, whatever. Back then, a man needed to work 2 jobs just to make the bare minimum. Meaning, if you didn't work 2 jobs, you were just getting by. That's it. If you work 1 job, you're just getting by. If you work 2 jobs, you can get by and save money. That's exactly where we're at right now. If you don't have 2 jobs, you're struggling. Every day I watch different like I say, these dating things and relationship shit. And I don't watch it just for relationship advice or to see how women are crazy or men are stupid or men are smart, or you use it for all of that. But the main reason I listen to it is because in dating, everyone talks about their finances. Everyone talks about exactly how hard it is in the world. There aren't any men or women that aren't complaining right now because of money. Women were allowed to be tricked to be free, which you already were free, and now you're working, and you're never coming out. It's never going back. You see, enough of yous have worked long enough where if you stop now, homelessness. And because you chose freedom from men, no man's gonna take care of you now, because you're free. So you're free to take care of yourself. What they didn't tell you about freedom is you're not a man. So you don't have twice the durability to work. So when you're 40, you're done. You're about done. You can still go. They know you can go. They know you're going to work yourself into 50, 60, and your body's going to be done. Women are not meant to do this labor. My father did not build you to do these things. And you will suffer like we will suffer for our consequences of not doing what we are supposed to do. Now, the answer to the song is together. The thing nobody wants to do because they told you not to. And now we're back where we need each other to live the lifestyles that we're used to. Well, you guys, I listened to my father about 10, 15 years ago, and he warned me that this time would come. Now, he doesn't, when you read the Bible and you actually study and you prove yourself worthy, that's how you can see things coming. Because you see certain phrases like nothing's new under the sun. Therefore, the enemy shall use the same tricks in different ways, renaming them, disguising them as something else, but it's the same tricks. So, as I began to understand little by little, very little, I didn't see the big picture of what the Father was asking me to do. I thought leaving everyone and never watching TV again and giving up all my favorite worldly things, I thought all of that was insanely stupid because I was bored. The world's all I ever knew. How do you give up everything you know? And I did. And I began to get new things. I began to find things in myself that I liked that I never grew. And because I never grew them, I never found more of myself. And when the Father asked me to go find those things that are more important, I did. And it's not the greatest time in the world because I went overboard. Like, the Father asks you to give the world up, but He doesn't ask you to never enjoy things. He just says don't worship or love it more than you love Him. Don't let it take you off your path. Now, as I gave up these things and now I'm in this time now that I realize what I'm gonna have to face for the next 10 years, I realize all the things, that the alcohol, the going out, and all the wasting the money, and all these things are the things that we all love doing. And now that inflation and all these things went up, and you're a grown ass man now, you gotta take care of yourself and shit. You either gotta do those things and be really broke or not. And because you do these things, you're making your life worse in the future. You know it. We all know that everything we do is gonna hurt our life in the future, and that scares you and makes you do the shit more. So, as yous are panicking and I see it every day. I get moments, not long, big pieces of clarity. I stress out every day like everybody else about all these things. But because I learned to have a foundation and draw back and meditate and learn my mind and see what's real and know what the fuck I shouldn't be stressing over, all these little things, I find myself okay. Now, I'm not saying a lot of other people aren't. Ignorance is bliss. A lot of people are, like I said, they're in the future, they're happy, they're good, they have everything they need. And the book even explains this. Like, I started reading more chapters, and it amazed me. Some of this stuff I'm not even sharing with you guys yet, because it blew my fucking mind, and I know you're too weak to hear it. It'll warp your mind. You won't even understand if... Like, I thought the Book of James thing was, the secret Book of James blew my mind, but I figured it out. It was the same shit that I be preaching all the time. It's the same thing that all these men that woke up and start talking about the Bible and how people corrupted the ways and all of these things. And how I keep saying everybody's waiting for the Jesus and I'm waiting for the Son of Man and all this. That's what the book is about. It's Jesus taking James to the side and telling him, all the other disciples are weak. You're the only one that's really faithful. They're faithful, but they're weak. And he says it in I rap. The Lord made me rap, and I learned how to perfect punchlines. And when you learn how to talk in punchline, that's what the Lord does. Now, when you do these things for years, 15 years, 20 years, and then you hear things that are told in parables, punchlines, you understand faster than a normal person because you only think straightforward. So when you hear the punchline, your brain can't react the same way mine can. I rap for a living. I do punchlines. Everything I say is a punchline rap. Now, it was explaining that there's going to come a time when all the disciples are going to worship a false god, and it says everyone in the world is going to worship the false whole religion. The whole faith is going to get mimicked, and everyone's going to follow that and not follow the real way. Everyone's going to follow the Son and not follow the Father. And when I heard, I don't like that guy Jesus. Because he says certain things that are disrespectful. And I keep saying, I ain't getting in that. I only got 3 minutes. But when when I listen to him explain to him and show him a vision and show him how all these things are gonna happen, and he tells him, yeah, there's someone in your bloodline that's gonna come along and they're gonna write more books. I know I have that in my video somewhere, and if I don't, I have it written down in my little information book that I believe that there are going to be more books written. Because I know there are information that are not taken out. It's gone. No one can read the Bible and not start asking questions. If the Lord says he wrote everything and there won't be any questions, then that means they took stuff out. They don't want you to see it. So what do you think the Lord's going to do? If that information is very important. If he already had the power to give the books to the prophets through mind so they could write it down, you think he's not going to do the same thing? Nothing's new under the sun, right? Anyway, I'm not saying I know these people, I am this person or whatever. All I know is this is all I do. I don't do anything else. I don't think of anything else. I think of this. Figuring out this mystery. Because my faith is real. I've heard people talk this faith shit my whole life, and none of them study, none of them prove themselves worthy. I've taken shorter. I started when I was 20-something years old, and I surpassed everyone I knew in 5 years. It's 15 years later. I'm past preachers. I'm past your reverend. And I don't need or will ever prove it. Because you're trained to listen to them. You're not going to do what I did and read it yourself. You're not going to... Well, maybe you will, but... It also said a lot of things are going to happen in the future. And the only way is for people to come together. Go back to the ways of the Father. Because that's how you'll survive what's coming. I wonder how you survive poverty. I wonder.